So, full disclosure, we do have some maintenance going on in our apartment right now, so if you hear any loud bangings or drillings or whatever, all the ings, then I apologize. I cannot remove that from the audio, and I have no time to waste. We cannot let these videos go unmade. So, let's just try to make some lemonade with all the noise in the background. Try to use these lemons, right? So let's talk today about the Columbus Blue Jackets making a trade for Subban. Take a look at this. It is the Blues sending over Malcolm Subban to Columbus in exchange for future considerations and assigning him to the Cleveland Monsters in the AHL. Now, I'm not going to lie, I did not even realize that Malcolm Subban was still playing in North America. But he was a part of the St. Louis Blues farm team, as indicated by the profile posted onto the Blue Jackets staff. It's a pretty long scouting report as to everything Malcolm has done in his NHL career, but really, if we go over to Elite Prospects, we get pretty much the same effect, so we can go out there with the summary here. Malcolm Subban is a 30-year-old goaltender, 6'2", 216 left-handed guy, of course. He is the brother of the absolute legend himself, Jordan Subban, who is now in the ECHL. Oh, it's interesting. I didn't realize he is back in North America after playing in Austria for a year, but Subban, of course, is a legendary name. PK was the award-winning, I almost said goaltender, my goodness, award-winning defenseman in the NHL, and you could tell that I'm trying to get by in this video without messing up my train of thought. But either way, Malcolm Subban is a 30-year-old guy, signed on till the end of this season, making $775,000, and he's been more or less a journeyman ever since getting drafted by the Bruins in the 2012 NHL Draft. Bruins hockey was kind to him, to be honest, as he was a pretty big up-and-down guy. He played some stints with the regular NHL club, but his mainstay NHL days came with the Vegas Golden Knights in 2017-18. There he had a .910 save percentage in 22 games. He then played 20 games a season for the next 2 years, pretty much, establishing himself as an NHL caliber player. Maybe not the best player, but he was still a player. And eventually going over to Chicago, he played 16 games there, was sent over to the Buffalo system, had a few games up and down with the AHL and NHL club over there, and then last season he had 39 games played with the Rochester Americans, no games played with the regular Sabres. This year he's in the St. Louis system, had 31 games played with Springfield, and a .907 save percentage. So realistically, this is not an NHL player anymore, according to just the progression that he's gone through, but now, in the Columbus system, he'll be playing with Cleveland, new home for Malcolm Subban. I wanted to go out there and talk about this because, hey, when was the last time we had talked about a Subban getting traded? It doesn't really happen nowadays, so just seeing Malcolm put himself on the block and having the Columbus Blue Jackets acquire him for free, pretty much, it was an interesting kind of transaction, and one that I kind of question where exactly the Blue Jackets are going to go with this. It's not really like the Blue Jackets are going to, use him in the NHL, but when it comes to the Cleveland Monsters, I mean, you want to talk about all the goaltenders they've had suit up for them. Hunter Vorva, Evan Moisey, Brett Brochu, these guys didn't even play games, but they were a part of the roster for a little bit. Daniil Tarasov, is he part of the NHL club right now, if you wanted to say that he is an option? Yeah, so he's an NHL guy in Columbus right now. 16 games played, .894 save percentage. Maybe not the best numbers, but he's still an option. So Malcolm Subban is going over to a Cleveland Monsters team that boasts only a few extra names that are actually suiting up in games. Jet Greaves and Pavel Kajan have both split the load there in Cleveland, so it's going to be interesting to see if Malcolm Subban actually gets any games with Cleveland. But either way, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below about the Blue Jackets receiving a Subban for free. Did you realize that Malcolm was still on the block, and did you realize that he was actually still an option here for any of these teams? Again, I apologize for all the noise. It's going on around me. I'm trying to keep my cool, but let me know your thoughts in the comment section below about Malcolm Subban getting traded over to Columbus. I hope you enjoyed this video, and bye.